Right, we're back on. Are we here, Andy?
Gav.
My router just did a reset, what can I say? Sorry, everyone.
Get a better router.
Blame Virgin. Good evening,
And
Ceremony.
it usually does.
Yeah, right, so back to the match. Now Freeze is running out of time.
No, he's fine. He's got 3.5 minutes.
Oh, sorry, it's just getting...
Oh, you're a little bit behind line.
Yeah, it's just catching up.
Yeah.
It's just catching up. It went back to where the game was. So, right.
Oh, hang on. No, hang on. It's Lorenzo's turn now. Yes. So Lorenzo's 15 is where the actual live action is. Sorry.
All right. Well, I'm a little bit behind. So do you want to pause and then we'll catch up? I'm still showing Prees in turn 14. In fact, maybe if I just quit the replay and go back into it. Yeah, sorry, Keith. Farron's still walking his dog, so he won't have even known this has happened. So let's get back into that game.
I could text Farron right now and feed him all sorts of fake information as to who he's got.
Yeah, 20 Phoenix is asking Keith if he wants everybody else to leave the room.
Virgins are always to blame. God, yeah. I remember that stage in my life.
Right, so the Dark Elves have the ball. What happened? How did that happen? Because they both made dogs dinners of things, did they?
They did indeed, yeah. I think Freeze is now... This has been a real pendulum game. And I think Freeze is now back in the pole position. Yes, Waitrix. Indeed. Yes, we have actually drawn the FA Cup ceremony. Sorry you've missed it. You've got to play against Philadelphia's Dwarves. Hope you don't mind.
That's not true. It's J-Bone's Dwarves.
Yeah, but J-Bone's going to be missing a blitzer. I think Philadelphia's worse. We didn't touch on this yet. And while Lorenzo's sort of settling in for the draw, I did want to ask, Gav, what are the UKBBL rules on conceding?
So the UKBBL rules on conceding are explained in the Code of Conduct in section 18, 19 and 20. Okay, and specifically the fallout from conceding is in Rule 20. Conceding is a part of the game and a perfectly valid tactic if you fear for your team's lives. You must notify your opponents at the beginning of your own turn that you are conceding, and then you must wait for your opponent to acknowledge this in chat before hitting the abandon game button. Whilst waiting for acknowledgement, the conceding player must make no moves, but if they don't hear any acknowledgement within 2 minutes of notifying their opponent, then they can hit the abandon game button as normal. Some players don't watch the chat log, so they may well miss such a comment at the moment. Bearing in mind that at the moment you can't hide the chat log in Blood Bowl 2, but that is becoming a thing in Legendary Edition. And that's the way you're supposed to concede. Okay. Any players, if you do concede, we do impose the Blood Bowl CRP and rulebook rules that a coach that concedes before setting up for a kickoff, where he could only field 2 or less players, suffers no additional penalties. However, if one coach concedes for any other reason, then the winner would gain all of the usual stuff as per how it's coded in Cyanide. In addition, the losing player must roll for any players that have more than 51 star player points, and those players will leave the team on a d6 roll of a 1, 2 or a 3. Each player with more than 51 star player points must be rolled for to see if they leave, and that roll will be done by your divisional admin. So that's what you're supposed to do with concedes.
Basically, if you've got a developed team, it is massively punishing if you concede. It is massively not advisable to do it.
Agreed. For instance, there were 2 concedes this week, which did put a Storm Vermin and a Troll Slayer at risk. I don't know if the Storm Vermin's left yet. I know the Troll Slayer did decide to stay. And Doug, who was the divisional admin in that division, did do the role and informed that coach that that player would be happy to stay around for another match. And he'll probably get killed in the next match. What's wrong, Keith? What's the matter?
Yeah, don't concede. Massively don't concede. The point of it is that if you're playing a bash team and something starts going horribly wrong, then suck it up, because it is rare that bash teams actually get pulverised, and it's sort of good for the rest of the league. And it sucks for you, but it's good for the rest of the league. And if you're an elf team, probably the best thing to do is just stay on the floor.
Unless you're playing Charlie, in which case run away.
Yeah, do not with Charlie.
Or Jonesy Jones, or who's the Goit in my division? Foulmaster 3000. Who's that coach? Is that Gunlogue? Can't remember.
I think it is Gunlogue, yeah.
Yeah, what a twat he is. Oh, hi Gunlogue. Nice of you to join the stream tonight.
Surely against Charlie, you just run up the TDs. Yes.
Normally you would,
KDs,
but
yes.
the first 2 matches of this season, Charlie has actually demolished a Skaven team and then demolished an Elf team. So the screenshots that he's been sending. Oh look, Gunlogue's just registered that we've been talking about him. What a twat! Looking forward to that game this season. Jesus Christ! I'm glad I'm at home. That's all I'm saying. All of a sudden, I'm starting to look, and this is the beauty of these new stadium rules. I'm now looking to see where I've got people. Playing Gunlogue with 1 less bribe can only be a good thing as far as I'm concerned.
That was a ballsy dodge from Prees there, because that dodge was a 3+ dodge. Oh, you've got dodge, 3+, 2+. But if you fuck it up, your ball carrier is hugely exposed. You are massively at risk, massively at risk.
Evening.
Good evening. That is the voice of Zunk.
Zunk will be joining us for the whole show next week. Well, that was a throw and a half. Look, Andy.
Only 2s into 2s. Only 2s into 2s.
Is that an accurate? Is that an accurate runner? Is it?
No, it's an Edge 5 blitzer.
Edge 5. Okay.
I like how you can tell. The models apart. Yeah.
I wasn't looking. I was looking on the stream rather than on the game, so I just saw the path.
Well, it's all looking rather rosy for the elves now, isn't it? The dark elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 3+. It's a pair of 3+, 2+s. To get a blitz on the ball.
I would blitz with this lineman here, actually, Andy. I'd go for the
which lineman, sorry?
The one that I'm pinging on the screen, which is the wrestle guard dodge piece. That's who I'd make this blitz with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'd be 2+, 2+, 3+, 1 dice block with wrestle. He is unfortunately dodging past away from a tackle piece. But I think
yeah, you can make the 2. You can make the at least when you're dodging away from the tackle piece, it's only a 2+.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to throw it out there that unfortunately Lorenzo has fallen into the trap of trying to stall out and paid the price. There's an old adage that high elf drives should feel, weigh and last about 2 turns. I think I tend to agree. Score. Get on defense.
Depends what you're against. I think I would have gone for a quicker score. I feel like sometimes commentators get the luxury of 2020 hindsight vision, but I did say it earlier. I think I would have scored early.
You did. I agree. The reason for that, and we'll go over what we said last week, is that when you're on offense, say you've got, even if, let's be generous, let's say you've got 3 players covering your ball carrier, that's 4 players from your side, so then you're 7 against 10. And maybe we didn't talk about this last week, actually, Andy. I think this was when we were watching Steve's game, wasn't it? And so we were discussing, actually, the preference, especially with the lighter armoured teams, is to be on defence, because then you're in effect 11 against 7 a lot of the time.
Yep.
So you're reducing the amount of bash you're going to be taking. So get off of offence as quickly as you can. At least failed the dodge anyway. That was a double one. And that's the game, I think, unfortunately. Yeah. Commiserations, Lorenzo. Although, Pries does need to do a throw to score here, or to go for it. So you've got
2 plus dodge with dodge.
2, 3,
Throw
5, 6,
it,
7.
catch it, which is
It's a 2-2-2.
Yeah, but one of these generates star player points and one of these doesn't. I would throw it and score with a 1 on 47 points, because that also puts her on 50 points, which means next week you can take a cheeky throw and level.
That was poorly played by me.
Hey, he's coming in. He's coming in.
Oh, Jesus!
We haven't finished yet, Lorenzo. We're still commentating and lamenting your
But not putting the blitzer on the sideline. Only a double ones will save me now.
Yeah. Well, 1-1 will also save you.
It is 1 less dice to roll, isn't it? Doing the 2 go.
I don't suspect this will fail. Yeah, that's a succession. Well done. Priest played really well.
He did.
He did. We were commenting on that. So, Lorenzo, as we've got you here, why did you take so long? Were you trying to score out?
Score?
On your drive in the second half?
It's a good question. I was trying to stall out, to be honest, because I didn't want it just to go 2-2. And I thought I'd even broken away. I was feeling pretty good. But I always keep forgetting that Agility 5 blitzer was just on me. If I'd been 1 more square to the left, I would have been fine. Or much better position than what I was in. So now I've got a bit of an uphill battle in the rest of the season, because Priest will be ahead of me every step of the way. So that's going to be fun. But I did level Super Meat Boy again, so that's good.
Should we drag Pries in here as well?
Yeah.
He is down there. Let's bring him up.
But ultimately, I mean, you could look at it this. I scored on...
Is Pries ready to be dragged in, Andy?
He is, yes.
Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the GCBC broadcast, Pries. Congratulations. Well played.
Yeah, well played, Priest. It was good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a really fun game, but yeah.
Yeah, no, you deserved that win. The only touchdown I got was on a very fluky play, which I was considering doing again towards the second half.
In dice we trust. You can't go wrong with dice.
Exactly. And I've pulled off elf bullshit before. But you played phenomenally, so really well played.
Indeed.
Well, thank you.
Indeed.
We discussed a bit in-game about my turn 2, which I thought was a big mistake.
Yeah, well, it really wasn't as big as, for example, me leaving my blitzer within blitz range of that tackle piece. That was kind of my big mistake, which would have been nice, but alas, that's what makes the game.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no, thanks for the game. It's good.
So, going back to Lorenzo, you think it all came down to that positional ploy? You were trying to stall out, you say. We were discussing it in the stream, and we were saying, why is he not scoring quickly? Because then you can't lose 2-1. The worst you're going to end up with a 2-2.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, I thought, let's just bring them in. And you know what? This is how I drew the last game as well, so I'm not learning from my mistakes on this one. But I was thinking, draw him in, use the safe throw, get over the top, and to be honest, it almost worked. It probably took more dice than it should have, and I do have a much stronger play for actually just getting the ball upfield. But I figured, take your time, give him maybe 3 turns, 2 turns, and we can actually stall that out and go for the 2-1. But alas, it was really that agility 5, and I kept trying to pick on him and take him out with that mighty blow. But it was a relatively injuryless game.
Yeah,
apart from one foul.
I have a question for both of you actually, because I often when I used to play High Elves, and I suppose I can ask this question of Andy as well, and this will be of use to Schaefer, who is playing Dark Elves at the moment in the league. Whenever I went into when I went into an elf versus elf game, I always thought, well, if I can get in the early hits, I'm sure I'll go ahead on players, and it never seems to transpire like that. So, do you often find yourself thinking that way? Do you think, all right, I'm playing Skaven tonight, they've got lower armor than me, I'm gonna be able to dominate the field? And then,
and it's also because there's so many juicy targets on Lorenzo's team.
Yeah.
I kept eyeing up to the Witch Elves, but I just couldn't get them. Another thing which I should have done, that's how I'd probably play, is let's see if we can get, especially Witch Elves, they're such juicy targets, you kind of need to take them out.
Well, Andy was actually saying that he was hoping that certainly one, if not both, of those Witch Elves were going to die tonight, actually. And then he rescinded that and downgraded it to a miss next game. So I think that's because you're playing him next week, Prees. And
yes.
Obviously, you're in a strong position now, Prees, and Andy has tipped you for the title. He's tipped both of these 2 teams that we've watched tonight as the teams that are going to go on and qualify for the playoffs. But Prees, you're in a dominant position now, and what do we expect to see from you defeating Andy next week?
I expect a lot of death on my part. So I don't know. I did a big mistake this match. If I'm going to talk about something else.
So where was your mistake then?
I had my rookie blitzer on the bench. He needs blodge for the next match.
Dire.
Actually, I do have to ask that question. I noticed when you were defending in the second half, you left your dirty player on the bench as well. What was the thinking behind that?
I wanted blocking power, but I took a long think about that, and I'm not a good fouler. I fouled was 1 or 2 times, got sent off. I don't like fouls, but if I'm gonna play against putting on goats, I'm bringing a dirty player.
I think the whole of the UKBBL will agree with that. If there's a piling on goat, he deserves a shoe in the head from probably your most expensive player on the pitch. Just to
and that's your answer to your previous question.
Nice.
Think you can stop the death train next week?
Sure hope so.
Good.
Look at him, Andy. Andy's not. Look, I've never heard Andy so quiet. Have you? He's not been so quiet on the stream for 2 days. Right. Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining us. We do need to now do the FA Cup draw. So that's next on the agenda for tonight's programme. So please stick around. But our 2 callers are Mr. Davo and Commissioner Schaefer here, who has joined us. So
thank you, and have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Have a good evening. Well played, Priest. Great game.
Good game. Bye-bye.
Right. Let's bring this up. Let's hope the stream doesn't fall over again. Not during the cup fixtures. So, Andy, anybody that you'd be desperate to avoid in the FA Cup this season?
Myself. No, I'm fine.
Right, so have you got your numbers 1 to 64 in front of you?
I have indeed.
Right, so here is the board. Right, so there are our numbers right in front of us. Already pre-programmed in, blacked out. So, Schaefer, would you like to call first?
I would. 23, please.
23 is Mystic John. Mystic John. Copy that. In fact, tell you what I'll do. I'll just write these down. Then it'll be swifter.
Oh, I can send you the Excel sheet. I'm actually making one.
No. I've got this spreadsheet already set up. I just need to write down the fixtures as we go. So Mystic John versus.
Actually, I have got a preference. I want to play against that dodging ogre. That's the team I want to play against.
That's Koch's team. I don't know if he's entered.
Oh.
Right, so Mystic John, Andy, away.
Number 52, please, Gav, like the Bombers.
Toby won.
Oh, we get to have all my little bingo calls.
Yes. Right,
Excellent.
Schaefer.
Yeah.
Forgotten about those.
Here we
Schaefer
go.
Number 1, please.
is a buy. Go on, Andy.
We'll have Sweet 16, please, Gav.
Nails gets a buy. Nails is in the conference, I think, or in Tier 4. So there is one Tier 4 team into the second round. Go on, Andy.
It's not me, it's Schaefer.
Oh, sorry, Schaefer.
Number 19.
You know, it goes up to 64, guys. Telford Irving.
Indeed.
Telford
What was
Irving.
that? Sorry, that was number 19, was it?
Telford Irving last season knocked out in the first round because
Yeah.
he didn't turn up. He's promised that he will turn up this season. So, playing Telford Irving is...
Two gay elves holding hands, number 11.
Trademark.
that is a buy for Telford Irving because the Sin has decided he cannot play.
So he's managed to go through to round 2. In fact, he'll have played, what's this, 2 games now and not needed to play with them.
Yeah, well, he lost the first one technically. So,
True enough. 64, please.
number 64. Insidious. What's Insidious playing at the moment? I have absolutely no idea.
He's Nurgle. He's Squid Bay Buccaneers. It might be Hawk, actually.
Helpful, Shay. Give me an away team.
That's me.
Yes,
I'm doing the away team.
I know that. A for
Okay.
Andy, away.
We're going to go for the square, number 4.
Because it's got 4 sides. Tector.
Yes.
Tector. Insidious versus Tector. Squid Bay Buccaneers is a chaos team, apparently. Thank you, The Matrix. Go on then. Schaefer.
Number 45.
Number 45 is Juno Treble 3. Juno Treble 3.
He's a conference player, I believe.
Yep.
One of the more recent ones, if I recall.
Yep. New to the UKBBL, playing his first season. And Andy.
Number 36.
Don Eagle. Don Eagle will be pleased with that draw against a new team. Lots of inducements against him though. And Schaefer.
Number 7.
Lucky number 7 is the coach.
Okay. Is this a catch? It's number 22.
Gerber. Is Gerber playing at the moment? I want to say Norse. Pretty certain Gerber is Norse. He was in my division last season. And Schaefer.
Number 58.
Keith Carr. Keith Carr. Home
Ooh.
tie, Keith. So Keith Carr is at home against...
Go on, make it Farron.
I think Keith wants to play me. Gav's age, that's 63.
Twat. Wobbert. Wobbert is playing Norse. Keith
He's
Carr,
Chaos, I believe.
no, he's Norse. Wobbert plays Norse. 100% on that one. He knocked me out of the cup last season, that's how I know. He knocked me out in round 1 last season, Keith. And Andy. Sorry, Schaefer.
Number 32.
Lorenzo. Is Lorenzo still here?
Poor Lorenzo.
Still lamenting his loss tonight.
No, he's not. Go.
Thanks, Unc. So playing against Lorenzo. Go on, Prees. Give us another Lorenzo Prees revenge
It's
match.
duck and dive, that's 25.
Duck and dive. 25.
Did you think of that by yourself? That's quite good.
Bane
Oh, very
182.
much.
Bane 182.
I'm just looking for things that rhyme.
But Bane 182, I think, is in tier 4. So that's a nice fruity tie for Lorenzo. Okay, and a home match, Schaefer. Home team.
Number 57.
57. What? Skull, Robbo's upset that he didn't go XXV25. So 57 is Steve-O. 110. Steve-O. That, Andy, you knocked him out last season, of course, in round 1. He's looking
It's
to make
overweight,
it
it's 28. Yeah, Steve-O played well, sadly, came up against me.
He's playing against Archie Bunker this season. Why did they get a sharp intake of breath from Archie Bunker?
Because he's not playing me. Steve-O will be pleased that he can make the second round.
Yeah, this is the FA Cup draw Loki Star. Your name has not come out of the hat yet, so you're still in the hat. So the fixtures so far, for those that have just joined us, we've got Mystic John versus Toby 1. Nails has a bye into the second round. Telford Irving also has a bye into the second round. Then we have Insidious versus Tector. Juno 333 versus Don Eagle. The Coach versus Gerber. Keith Carr versus Wobbert. Lorenzo versus Bane 182. Steve-O 110 versus Archie Bunker. And that brings us up to speed. So the next home team will be announced by Schaefer.
Number 47.
Number 47, Itchin Masak. I've spelt it wrong, but that's who I'm supposed to be trying to spell. Itchin from the Premiership.
This one's for Robbo. That's triple X. That's 30.
Nice. Itchin Masak is playing Sabo 90. Sabo 90. And the home team, Schaefer, please.
Andy Zabor, 54.
Wow.
Farron is out the hat. Schaefer's a twat.
God, here we go.
It's time for some fun. It's number 41.
It's the worst bingo calls I've ever heard. Stuart DDJ with his dwarves. Farron, you've got dwarves.
Chorf and Dwarf.
It's a chorf off.
No, Chorf is regular, isn't it?
Yeah, chorf. Yes, a dwarf off then. Chorf, dwarf off. Okay, home team Schaefer.
Takes for piss, 46.
That doesn't even rhyme!
It's stretching it. I was under pressure.
The weight tricks, that's just dreadful. The weight tricks.
I can't. How do I respond to that?
Knocked him off his stride.
Oh no. 62. I haven't got one for that. Fuck off. That's terrible.
I need a poo. 62. It would have been something. Al Bundy. Al Bundy. No, M2. You're playing the weight tricks. There you go. Al Bundy, the weight tricks. You're playing each other. Davo. Oh,
No,
sorry,
not me.
Schaefer.
Schaefer.
Schaefer, yeah.
Keep up, Gav. There's only two things you have to do.
I know.
I can't rhyme 39.
That's the steps. You've 39 steps, you cretin.
Elphick.
Wow.
Elphick.
Well, you could have had Bikini Line 39. That's much better.
Oh, I'm deliberately trying to do it as badly as possible now.
Right, Andy, away team against Elphick.
Cup of tea, number 3.
I need a wee. Ugnash.
Well, that'll be a draw then.
He plays Orcs now. He can't still be drawing.
You can.
0-0.
Yeah, 0-0 ball draws.
Oh, Andy's the king of the 0-0 at tabletop. Let's not go there again.
Oh, fuck off. Honestly.
Right.
Ripper fucking scored on day 2, so piss off.
Home team, please, Schaefer.
Let's have a delve at number 12.
Number 12. Gunload.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad.
Fouling Twats. Foulmaster 3000 from Middenheim East. This is a tier 2 team.
Andy David.
1 score? Number 24?
Versus Asmodon. Asmodon in tier 4.
I'm running out of things to rhyme with. Guys, if we can have some in Twitch, can we have some things that rhyme, please?
Schaefer.
This goes out to Bevan, 37.
Max damage.
And this one doesn't. 38.
He's playing Bend.
Farron, I'm having that one. Thank you very much.
Teresa's Den, the number 10. Come on.
Wow. Wow, I can't believe you managed to get politics into a draw.
Right,
Oh.
home team, please, Schaefer.
No, I think you can have that. Number 10.
Vulture Squadron.
Hit them plenty. Number 20.
Oh, very good. Oscar Wilde would have been proud of that one.
And what I like about that is that's Blood Bowl based as well. It's a buy for Vulture Squadron.
Oh, you made round 2. Good.
Okay, home team, please, Shafe.
Short and shifty, it's number 50.
It's about a dwarf. I like it. It's a buy.
Don't touch this. Number 15.
What?
What? Think about it. Think about it. It'll settle in.
Ekawar. Ekawar, you have a buy into the second round. Oh, I see, because it's not of age yet. Yeah, you dirty bastard. Absolutely dark, dark place. Oh, did you say number 50? Sorry.
50.
Short and shifty,
No,
number 50. Well, look, that's too late now,
Nice.
Ekawar. Ekawar, we're giving you the buy-in at the round. So 50 still available, 55 isn't. That's my error. So you get a buy into the second round, Ekawar. 50 is still available, 55 has gone. Apologies. It's been bought, yeah. You can slip me that tenner later, Ekawar, okay? Yeah? Good. Right. Home team, please, Schaefer.
Last of a summer wine, 59.
Charlie Banks.
Oh, can I play him? What's my number? Just I can imagine the cry. Oh, it'd be great. Pick and mix, 26.
If this is you, I'm just telling the viewers now, if 26 is Andy, it's just the luck of the draw.
Yeah. It's nothing to do with the Steam message I just received. Nothing.
It's Gremzilla.
Oh, well, Charlie's not going to win that one then. He's got to play against Wood Elves. He's fucked.
There you go, you heard it here first. Charlie Banks is out the cup.
Someone message Charlie and tell him not to bother, please.
Go on.
Schaefer.
It could be me, 43.
Big Ash and his orcs.
That's not me.
versus.
2 little ducks. 2. Without a duck.
That's one
1
little.
duck. 1 little duck. 2.
Schaefer. No,
Hey.
XSXHAEFFER. Okay.
You, sir, are a knob end.
Schaefer. Okay. Big Ash, you've got Orcs. Shafe, how do you feel about that? Big Ash's 2-season-old Orcs versus your 2-game-old Dark Elves. Should be good.
Yeah, I will take that. See what happens.
Right, home team, please, Shafe.
Blankety blank 35. That's just where my mind went.
JC McGraw, Kemry. Spatial resolution.
Versus the number of titles I've won in UKBBL. Online.
One's already gone, mate.
1? No.
6, is that?
It's 5.
Prees. There we go, Prees. Rewarded with a Kemry affair.
Bye.
Next. Schaefer.
Vent your spleen, it's number 14.
20 Phoenix. 20p. And he will be playing.
The number of titles I'll have next season.
5. It's already gone.
6. 6. 6.
Landian.
6.
Landian.
London. Okay.
5's already gone. Yeah, you're playing Spatial Resolution. Prees, you're playing against JC McGraw. Schaefer?
It's Davo we hate, number 8.
Infinite Pink, Premiership coach.
This season. Versus the number of touchdowns Gav's going to concede this season, number 60.
Wow.
Yep.
Zorgar.
I don't think you're going to concede 60. Can I put that back? 61 still available.
Next.
51, because I can't think of anything better.
I've just come, 51.
That'll do.
James Overlord.
Versus XXXXX.
50.
Yeah.
Gray Murphy. What number did you say just before, Shafe?
51.
31. No, it wasn't.
It was.
51, wasn't
51. Okay, 51. Sorry. Right, next.
it? 30 plus 3, 33. Getting desperate now.
Anton.
Ask for more. 34.
34 is Andy Davo.
Hooray.
That's a challenge, that. An all chaos affair. Will Anton be happy with it?
Anton, you've got Andy Davo. Comments, please. Come back to them shortly. Schaefer.
Time to vote 18.
Kia City is playing.
That is High TV Chaos versus High TV Chaos, yes. We'll be playing Like a Virgin, 17.
Glass Hammer. Okay, next.
Davo's IQ, number 9.
G. Coleman 76. Home affair for G. Coleman. And Coleman will be playing. Andy?
Rise and Shine 49.
Mailer.
Oh, well, Gav, you went out in the first round last season, so yeah, not the end of the world. At least I like consistency.
What's Mailer playing?
That's something that'll beat you. Isn't it Skaven?
Fairly sure he's Skaven, yeah.
Okay, next.
Weetabix, 56.
These are just woeful. Waldorf. Kemry.
It's a bit naughty. It's 40.
Renus. It is a little bit naughty. Rennis. Oh, it looks like penis the way I've written it down here. Rennis. It's a little bit naughty. There we go.
Calvin Klein, 29.
Loki Star. Loki Star finally came out the hat.
It's a 3 and a 5 and a 5 and a 3. That'll be 53.
Cornite. And Schaefer.
As old as my mum, 61.
Is that right? Is your mum really 61? It's Jawbat, by the way.
No, it's a complete lie.
Okay, she looked really good for 61. Then again, I suppose it's all that face cream.
Oh, that's gross. That's... Oh. Oh.
Wow.
Oh. I don't feel very well. Oh, Andy, you just talked about giving Schaefer's mum a facial live to the nation. Oh. Right. Give me an away team, Andy.
Oh, unlucky for some. That's 13.
Top geezer. He is in the conferences. Returning to the UKBBL after many seasons off. Welcome back, Top Geezer. It's good to have you in the cup. And he did just go there, Ging. Cannot believe it. And he definitely meant it that way, Loki Star. I don't care what you're saying. Don't try to defend the man. He's an animal. Schaefer.
Still in shock, 44.
What?
No, that's two little ducks twice. 44.
It pleases me, but it winds you up.
Nearly two little ducks twice. 42.
It's a buy for Vincenzo.
There's 4 left. We've got 21, 27, 31, and 48.
21,
Sadly,
27,
Robbo
31 and 48, correct.
Yeah, Robbo didn't actually make the draw, if I'm right, Gary, is that correct?
Does Robbo want to come in the cup? There is space. There are several buys here. We could just draw them again.
No, he likes getting dice fucked.
This is still open for other entrants until Schaefer puts up the posts. So there are five spaces to get to the 64. So
yeah, you've got a week to do it.
Zunk, do you want to come in? You're in the channel.
Come on.
Sorry, what now?
Do you want to join the FA Cup? There's a space.
No, I'm too depressed with Blood Bowl at the moment. I've got 2 black cats, and they both keep diving under ladders and breaking mirrors or some shit like that.
So it's going to be a jolly show next week with Zunk here. So right, home
I might win.
Home team, Schaefer.
Masturbate, 48.
Oh, nice. Ceremal is a wanker, according to Schaefer. That's what I heard, anyway.
True story.
He's certainly got a thing
left.
with that waitress at the Holiday Inn. She clipped him around the ear and all sorts.
Saucy.
away team, Andy.
This isn't the one you did the Japanese impressions in front of, is
Right,
it?
here's one. It's a royal salute. That's 21.
MC
That-
Hammer. Right, so there we go. Pete Nathan has volunteered to take one of the buys, so we will randomly allocate that shortly. And last two. So who gets the home affair? 27 or 31? Schaefer.
In honour of my mum, 31.
Yak and his Bob.
The number of men that were there last time, 27.
What, with Schaefer's mum? We gone back there?
I didn't say that. I just said the number of people that were there.
Duckwing. Gone so wrong. Right, so
We'll never be invited back.
so Robbo it wants in, Pete Nathan wants in. Every week I'm sure I get abused by this stream. Sorry, Ceramol.
Cyril, that's not true.
Is this breaking the
not
code
true.
of conduct? Yeah, probably. I apologise, Ceramol. Sorry, please forgive me.
When you say Pete Nathan wants in, you are talking about the draw and not my mum, aren't you?
Duckwing, what has Duckwing got? What has Duckwing got?
Long
Right.
hair.
Big
So
cat.
we need to now we need to find out who these other people have got. So let's just save that and we can just update this. So the buys we are going to put in right now. We're going to do it live on air. Unexpectedly. Random draw, where are you? Test draw, there we go. Let's bring you over here. Right, so this is the backup. Oh, have I just closed the stream down? I don't think so. Have I just closed the stream? Is it still running the stream?
Yeah, we can still hear it. Yeah, yeah.
I may have
It's still
accidentally
there.
just closed it on mine, but never mind. Right, so I'm going to pop this up here. So the coaches who got buys, I'm going to put them in the hat. So Telford got a buy. Oh, sorry, Nails got one before that. Nails, Telford. Who else got buys? Vulture Squadron. And
Don't take Telford's buy off him. Come on. He was all excited about making the second round.
Vincenze. I'm missing one. I can't find one of the buys. Oh, Ekawar. Ekawar bought his buy though, so. Right, so how many coaches have we got saying they want to play? Was it just Robbo and Pete Nathan, yeah? Anybody else come
Yes,
forward?
two.
Okay. So Robbo will get the first one out of the hat. Pete Nathan will get the second one out of the hat. So we're just going to ask it to pick two and it'll put them in order. There we go. There we go. Nails has... Robbo has Nails. So there you go, Robbo. You're playing Nails. And Telford Irvin has lost his buy. He's playing Pete Nathan. So that concludes the draw, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, folks. So we've got a full draw. So let's go through this draw now. We can close this down. So the full draw, we have Mystic John versus Toby 1, Robbo versus Nails. Telford Irving has Pete Nathan. Nails is new to the UKBBL, Robbo. He's in the conferences or in Tier 4 at the moment. This is his first season, so be nice. Yeah, it's not. Be nice, Robbo. Be nice. Telford Irving versus Pete Nathan. Insidious is playing Tector. Insidious at home. Juno 333 versus Don Eagle. The Coach versus Gerber. Keith Carr versus Wobbert. Lorenzo versus Bain 182. Steve-O versus Archie Bunker. Itchamasak versus Sebo 90. Farron versus Stu DDJ. The Waitrix versus Al Bundy, Noamtu. Elphick versus Ugnesh. Gunlogue versus Asmodon. Max Damage versus Bend. Vulture Squadron has a bye into round 2. Ekawar has a bye into round 2. Charlie Banks is out against Gremzilla. Big Ash is playing Schaefer with an X. JC McGraw versus Prees. 20 Phoenix versus Landian. Infinite Pink versus Zorgor. James Overlord versus Gray Murphy. Anton versus Andy Davo. Kia Siddy versus Glasshammer. G Coleman 76 versus Mailer. Waldorf versus Rennis. Loki Star versus Cornite. Yorbat versus Top Geezer. Vincenzi has a bye into round 2. Ceremal versus MC Hammer. Yakin is Bob versus Duckwing. Ceremal is saying that he's looking forward to Schaefer's FA Cup fluff this season. Andy, Anton away. How do you feel about that? And what stadium enhancement does Anton have?
I don't know. I think I'm going to quickly look at his team now. I think my team's more bashy than his, so probably going to punch him harder. Let's have a quick look.
Cornite, whoever just asked about Cornite, is playing in HIJK.
God, this is like Sky TV. Look at these graphics and all the colours. Awesome.
Altdorf East, he's playing in. Altdorf East.
Andy Davo is Gary Neville.
There you go, Altdorf East. He's playing Wood Elves. Robin Wood and Demery Elves is exactly who you are playing, Cornite. So if anybody else wants to know who they're playing, yell them out now and we can tell you.
Looks a bit like Gary Neville, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Mailer is Necro, so whoever said he was playing some kind of Skaven team. Mailer is playing Necro, so that's going to be delightful. What kind of ridiculous werewolves does that Necro team have? Overpowered. So Robbo, Nails, you were asking about. Nails is playing a TV1000 Necro team in Drakwold Forest West. So there we go. No, you can't swap opponents, Bob. So that concludes the draw for the FA Cup first round for season 29. Some big fixtures, but I think the tie of the round is probably, and I hate to say this because you know how it inflates his ego.
Don't say it.
Thanks, I'm here. It's cool.
It probably
it's fine.
is. It probably is the Anton Lunau versus Andy Davo.
It really is. That's the annoying thing because it really is.
They have both won the UKBBL and they're both Premiership sides at the moment. So there you go. The fixtures will be posted up for your delight onto the UKBBL forums, and Schaefer will get those fixtures up in the next couple of days, not next week. So
Yeah,
thank you very much. I've got some typing to do first, but thank you very much, folks. That concludes this evening's UKBBL GCBC 1. As usual, Lorenzo will be back on Sunday at 8ish with a guest. He is still looking for a regular co-host. So if anybody... He's not. What, have you taken that job, have you?
Yeah.
You live...
Fuck's sake, Andy.
He cannot get enough of his own voice. Sorry.
Okay, he's now less Gary Neville and more, I don't know, Raymond Holmes or something.
Oh, well, like Good Morning Television. Maybe we need to do like some kind of morning show as well, every day.
It's more like Noel Edmonds in the 80s. Can't bloody move for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he Mr. Blobby? Is that the problem?
Wow.
Yeah. Went there. So,
Deal or no deal.
we shall be back next Monday. My guest next week is Zunk. So Zunk, we look forward to hearing all about your Blood Bowl journey next week, and you can talk to your heart's content.
Oh, Gav, no, let's not talk about that. Keep it light.
Well, It depends how you're feeling. If you're feeling, you might be enthused. You might want to talk about Blood Bowl next week. Fingers crossed and all that.
Hope springs eternal. Yes,
that's
quite
right.
so.
So thank you very much for joining us this evening, viewers. Like I was saying, GCBC 2 will be back Sunday evening, hosted by Lorenzo, joined by Andy Davo. We are still looking for guests on GCBC 1 on the Monday night show. 8:30 is the normal time. Schaefer, got that now? 8:30. It never moves, apart from this week where it moved half an hour earlier, so we could catch tonight's feature match. And until next
GMT
week,
or BST?
it's UK time, just to be clear. It's always UK time. Let's roll the credits, you bunch of twats. I'm talking about the co-hosts, not the viewers. Good night, everyone.
That sounded like an off-camera admission to me.
And we're out. For God's sake.